Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're jumping back into this Kombi door. I want to get this thing finished and I want to get it on the car. It's not going to be painted. I still have a number of things I need to paint. I want to repaint the roof, I need to paint the engine door, and I'll have to repaint this. But with the weather changing, it's not going to quite line up. But I think if I get this thing pretty close, I can put some rattle can on there or something just to seal it all up until it gets warm again, or maybe some booth time, and we can paint them all up nicely. But this episode we're going to get some body filler on here. We're going to get this thing nice and flat, or flat enough, and then get this thing back on the van. So let me take you over. If you're looking for what we got up to last time, I'll chuck it up here, but it's a good one. Give it a watch. So here is where we left off last episode. Everything is all rubbed down. I have rust converted any little bits and pieces, any like rock chips and stuff that are in it. Panel beaded most of it. It's not perfect, but I'm not looking for perfect. I want something nice and solid on the Kombi that's going to close nicely, unlike that other door that's all kinds of twisted. So this episode I have bought some new body filler up there. We're going to get this thing all laid out, get it nice and flat. It should level out pretty well, and having it sit here like that, it should level pretty nicely. So I have scuffed up all the metal with a harsh sanding disc to give the bog something to really dig into and really hold on to this thing. So it's all prepped. I've wiped it all down with some acetone, so it's perfect, ready to go. I have a little bit of body work up the top where the rust repairs were on the windowsill, and then I'm going to layer this whole thing up because I want it as close as I can to nice and flat. So let me chuck a time lapse on. Let's get straight into this. Okay, here we go guys. It all went not too bad. I probably picked the wrong piece to actually mix the bog on. I thought a little bit of card would actually work well, but it just didn't work well. I have another piece of glass that I normally use, or a piece of wood, but I have stored it away and this idiot can't find it. So this cardboard's going to do for now. But as you saw, it leveled out pretty nicely. It has filled in this low, but you can see this line through the middle here, which is just going to happen with the self-leveling bog. It is going to find those low spots. I probably could have mixed up a bigger batch with a better piece of cardboard, but we're here, we're doing this. So I'm going to grab the orbital. I have some 120 here that I'm just going to smash over the top of it, level it out as much as I can to work out where we're going to put the next load of bog. So I'll mow all this down and then we can check and see where we're up to, see where we need to put some more body filler, and get straight into this.
Years later.
And there we go everybody, it is pretty much done. There's so much work in this door, like as you saw, all the welding and fabricating and getting all that stuff pretty close. I then lots of sanding, getting rid of most of the red around the face, which has had a little bit of an overspray, which is why I took it off with a spatula, just because it would just clog up the sanding pads. So I have then gone and scuffed it all up with a nice grit on an angle grinder to give the body filler a really good purchase onto the metal. I don't want it to come off, I don't want it to flake off or anything like that, so I really like to gouge the metal a little bit with some thick sandpaper on an angle grinder just to really rough it up. And then smother this thing. So it has a little bit through here, but the rest of it is just a skim. There's just some little wavy pieces, which is pretty much factory from Volkswagen anyway, but I just wanted to clean it up. I was already here. I then blocked it back with a 36 grit block, and it's come out really well. It has, as you can tell, warped a little bit more here than the rest of the line where we welded it, but it's looking pretty good. I then buzzed back the rest and the underside no use filming too much of that. It's just me sanding and listening to some music. So now it's all pretty good. I'm going to take it outside. I'll set you up on a camera, and I'm going to paint this thing. I'm going to go over the whole thing with some etch primer on all the bare metal, and then I have some spray paint that I'm just going to paint the whole thing with. Okay, here we go, guys. Everything's looking really nice. The paint has gone off pretty well. It is, as you can see, completely different. This is like a fridge white compared to the cream, but this is just for now. I will go over this whole door again and paint it properly. I just haven't got the time now to really do it, and the weather is just turning on me that it's not going to go off, and it's just going to take forever, and I need to seal the van back up because that other door was a piece of junk. So I have everything here ready to go to put this door all back together and make it work. I have the window behind me with the seal ready to go, so let me get this thing all back together on the van and we'll see how it looks. Okay, here we go. Everything is all cleaned up, ready to go. I do need to grease this rail. I did clean it all up and got rid of all the old dust and bits and pieces that are in there. I cleaned the bottom one out just so it rolls really nicely. So I'm gonna put some grease on there. We'll shove this door in and see how it looks. Okay, a little bit of fiddling around, but it looks good. Let's get this window in. Okay guys, I think that's going to do. I have done a few things off camera which I haven't shown you. One was chucking the window in. The window I chucked in with a friend because the reason I didn't film it is they didn't want to be filmed, so I quickly pushed that in. It's relatively easy. I did the rope trick where you run the rope around the edge, have someone push it from the outside where you pull the rope on the inside, which then flips this little lip over, which pulls it over this edge, which then pulls the window in. Then you can then bang it and push it and stuff from the outside. It's just a bit of a two-man job, especially in this position. I probably could have done it myself, but they were here. They didn't want to be filmed, but I was pretty happy to just get the window in and installed. I then also have done the inside. I put some sound deadener, then a bit of insulation and the panel back on. The reason I didn't film it all is because Brod and I are going to go on a bit of a camping trip, so the Beetle and the Kombi are going to go out in the bush, have a nice night, a bit of a bonfire, that kind of stuff. So there has just been a few things that I wanted to get done before that. There's 2 other episodes coming up, maybe 3, on some little upgrades and stuff that I'm doing to the van, so that'll be coming up soon, which is the reason I've been trying to pump some of this work out, especially on this door, and not filming everything. Like, putting the inside of the door together, not that riveting, but also trying to get this stuff done so I can get on the road with Brod. So next couple of episodes, we're gonna get some more updates, some more mods to the van, hopefully make it a little bit better. So please stick around, let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks guys.